Hello, I'm Lara Flecker and I'm the author of Midnight at Moonstone.
Hello, my name is Trisha Krauss. I had the great pleasure of illustrating Midnight at Moonstone.
Every single costume in the book is based on an original costume from museums and collections around the world. I think, every single one of them. I mean, if I give you an example, there's a nurse's uniform in the book on which, the nurse is incredibly proud of the blood stains on this uniform. And actually, I found that costume in a small museum in America, and in the notes it describes how there are blood stains on the uniform, and they've all been tested for real human blood. So that's where that comes from.
The costumes in the book were based on actual costumes from collections all over the world. And Lara provided me with examples of each costume. So when I was sketching and working on these illustrations, I had visual reference. So I tried to get it sort of not 100% correct, but I used these examples to sort of guide me. And the characters all sort of had wonderful names and really great descriptions. One of my favorite characters was a costume or character called Claudia Clack. And she appears in the book several times, and she's wearing a 19th century mourning dress. And I just love her because she's always depressed and mourning, and really sort of a pretty sad character, but quite funny.
Yes, so Trisha and I work in a really collaborative way. We talk a lot on the phone. We had a lot of fun together doing Moonstone. I mean, we even spent hours planning, the way the museum was laid out, and Trisha even matched up the chimneys to the fireplaces inside the house. So we worked together really closely. But ultimately, the illustrations are Trisha's, and I was always incredibly excited to see them because there's always something new that I didn't know was in Moonstone and that I would see in her illustrations.
Lara and I worked together on this. She was extremely helpful, so we had sort of a constant dialogue throughout the process. I constantly had questions about different, costumes and how they would appear and how they should look. And also, when I was sort of developing the characters, I had to sort of refer to her to sort of understand what each character was like and their personality. So that was a conversation that took place, quite often actually. Lots of giggles involved in that.
I think museums are incredibly important. Particularly, I think in this digital age, it's very difficult for children to relate to history and the past, and museums offer a really tangible way of children being able to do that. And it doesn't matter, in a way, it doesn't matter how big the museum is or what's on display. If you take children into a museum, immediately they start asking questions because of the objects that are around them. It's always inspiring, and they'll always see something that's beyond their experience.